Hello friends, welcome back to Hyper Games. My name is Joseph and today on a special PlayStation News episode, we talk about everything you need to know about the PlayStation VR2 launch, including price, bundles and games. Let's get to it. PlayStation VR2 is the next generation VR headset from Sony after the original they launched for PS4 around 2016. It launches worldwide on February 22, 2023. These new headset specification improvements include an OLED panel with 2000 by 2040 resolution per eye, 90 to 120 Hz refresh rate, and a wider field of view with 110 degrees. In comparison with the original, it doesn't require the small unit processor, instead going with USB Type-C. It also doesn't use the PlayStation camera or the Move controllers, but it does require a PS5. It's not like the Meta Quest 2, which can work standalone. The new controllers are called PSVR2 Sense controllers and include all the regular PlayStation buttons, plus motion sensing, finger touch detection, and position tracking. Besides, the headset has 4 integrated cameras for headset and controller tracking. In terms of features, PSVR2 has headset feedback to feel every hit in the game, eye tracking, foveated rendering improving performance by only rendering what's in front of you, 3D audio, and the controllers also have PS5 features like haptics and adaptive triggers. PlayStation VR2 starts at $550 standalone with the headset, both Sense controllers, and stereo headphones, or with a Horizon Call of the Mountain bundle for $600. Given that you need a console, the entry for VR on PlayStation starts at $950 if you get a digital PS5, or $1,050 with a disc console. Besides that, Sony is also launching a PlayStation VR2 Sense controller charging station for $50, allowing you to charge the controllers without using the PS5's USB ports. Pre-orders open this November 15 initially through PlayStation Direct for everyone in the US, UK, France, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. While other markets will have the device at participating retailers with pre-orders starting November 15 as well, more info will be shared later through these participating stores. How does this compare to other VR units? The most obvious comparison is going to be Meta Quest 2, priced at $400 and $500 for 128GB and 256GB respectively, and it includes Beat Saber for a limited time. With an LCD display, 1832 by 1920 resolution per eye, up to 90 Hz refresh rate and 3D positional audio, it doesn't hold to PSVR2, however its best feature is not requiring an additional device for it to work, while also being able to connect to a PC to access bigger titles. It no longer requires you to have a Facebook account, but you still need a Meta or Instagram account. The other is Valve Index, which has an LCD display and the resolution is not up to par with PSVR2, but has a higher refresh rate and a wider field of view. It also requires additional hardware, and the price is a lot higher than PSVR2 at $1,000. Pricing is half the equation, let's talk about some games. We still don't know the final PSVR2 launch lineup, but it includes Horizon Call of the Mountain. And Sony has announced 11 new titles coming for the device at or after launch. Supermassive Games returns to PSVR with the Dark Pictures Switchback. Just like Until Dawn Rush of Blood for the original PSVR, it's a roller coaster action horror shooter where you survive ghost ships, demonic witches, vampires, and serial killers. It will be out at launch with PSVR2. Crossfire Sierra Squad from Smilegate brings an easy-to-learn, fast-paced, battle-focused shooter where you play as the leader of an elite fire team in the middle of a war over a biochemical weapon. It launches in 2023. Next, the Light Brigade from Funktronic Labs, a single-player roguelike FPS taking place in a procedurally generated battleground pieced from shattered memories. No release window, but will be a cross-buy title for the original PSVR and PSVR2. Fast Travel Games brings Cities VR Enhanced Edition, the same city building simulator adapted for VR, where you can build the city of your dreams. It launches with PSVR2 next year. Cosmonius High comes from the guys that did Job Simulator. It's a single-player alien adventure where you play as a rare species that adapts to any situation. It will include features like 4K resolution at 90 FPS, 3D audio, no load screens, full use of the Sense controllers, and more. It doesn't have a release window. Hello Neighbor VR Search and Rescue promises the most immersive Hello Neighbor as you take the role of 6 little neighborhood heroes as they confront their fears to free their friend captive in the basement prison. Tiny Bill didn't give a release date, but the game launches on PSVR and PSVR2. Jurassic World Aftermath Collection launches in 2023 for PSVR2. It's a collection of both chapters of the survival adventure reworked for VR. It covers events between Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom as you crash into the island and find yourself trapped. Moving on, Pistol Whip VR brings the award-winning action rhythm game with thrilling gunplay and dynamic tracks, creating that dreamscape for you to become the ultimate action hero. The game is already out for PSVR and it will be a free upgrade for PSVR2 when it launches in 2023. Zenith The Last City is another PSVR2 launch title upgrading the original PSVR game with new content, graphic updates, and PSVR2 features. It's also a free download for anyone who has the original. Vertigo Games recently launched After the Fall on PSVR and is bringing it to PSVR2 in 2023. It's a survival shooter where you team up with 3 friends in a survivor camp shared with 32 players. You can take on hordes of enemies solo or with your team from any platform. All the content added since the launch will be on PSVR2, but it's not cross-buy. Last is Tentacular, a physics-based adventure with a heartwarming story and humor where you will solve puzzles with playful tools or wreak havoc. It comes from Firepunch Games, soon for PSVR2. Other already announced games include Resident Evil Village, Resident Evil 4 Remake, No Man's Sky, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2, Firewall Ultra, Demeo, and Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge. PlayStation VR2 looks exciting in terms of tech. The price is high, which was expected, but it's weird they price it higher than a PS5. When compared with other headsets, doesn't seem as bad. However, when compared with the Meta Quest 2, which already has a build library, doesn't require additional hardware, and is cheaper, it challenges this purchase if you are looking to get into VR for the first time, but may not be a problem for early adopters. In the end, it will all depend on the game's library if you are interested in what they have already announced, and it remains to be seen in which capacity Sony will support the device moving forward. But what do you think? Are you interested in PSVR 2? And what do you make about the price or games announced? Share your thoughts in the comments below, let me know your feedback by liking or disliking this video, check out other videos you may enjoy while you're here, and consider subscribing for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching, my name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!